If we merge, there's state money, public funding in Biville, and we can play in a stadium these boys deserve.
And then you just want to what? Abandon the Mathis football legacy? I mean...
Oh, Colt, please.
Let me get one thing straight here. Now, it seems to me that the first step in that is finding out the value of things. And the value of things has nothing in the world to do with green-colored paper. Value of this team is not something you can touch, not something you can hold in your hand, unless, of course, we're talking about the state championship trophy, and you can hold that in your hand. No, what I'm talking about is a feeling that I have from my toes to the last hair on my head to the core of my heart.
Okay, so right now.
It's a feeling of pride, value to this town. Now, if we have to merge and move, then we have to merge and move. But if there are avenues that we have not explored, for God's sake, let's explore them. Let's try to find out who we are before we mortgage our souls for something as measly as money.
Still long enough. Colt.
I get you something? Like a Yoo-hoo?
If I've got any advice for you, don't age. Since you're going to be hanging around here, I figured you might want to make a little extra money. And I need an assistant coach. The boys seem to like you pretty well.
Wow, Coach, I appreciate the offer. I really do, but I don't know how long I'm going to actually be hanging around Mathis. I mean, I figure any day now an NFL team can call, and I got to be ready to go, you know?
Okay. If that's what's important.
So what? So I can't do what Devin's doing? Why don't you get on the phone, call him? Tell him to come home, offer him a job, huh?
Don't get yourself all lathered up. I'm just offering to let you do something for pay. I figure if you're tearing up my field every evening, then you might as well help with a little practice. But if it'd kill you to do that, then that's all right. But I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Could use the company.
Look, Coach, I'm sorry, got a little riled up in there. I just know I'm happy to help. But anything long term, I can't promise that. What?
Yeah, sometimes you miss what's important by having your eye trained on something else.
Okay, what are you saying?
Oh, just an old man talking.
At the big screen, you know it's huge. It's not toe drag swag. It's not angry runs. But it's your take, Nate, on a guy you know you love, long shot Devin Wade. What do you got?
Wade's got one preseason game left. Common sense tells you with the injury to the backup quarterback, that would have helped. But the team brought in RG3 and Brandon Whedon, which means he went from second string to fighting for a third-string roster spot.
Pour one out for RG3. I missed that, man. We need him back. Nate, in the meantime, any other storylines surrounding Wade we should all be looking at?
Well, listen, I'm hearing that Wade and my guy, late-round draft pick Tito Flavors, best name in football.
Best name in the world.
Listen, I heard they got great chemistry, so we'll see if that goes from the practice field to an actual preseason game.
Tito Flavors has all the flavors, the Neapolitan ice cream of football players. Thank you, Nate. 2 long shots looking to make a difference.
So that girl is her sister.
I am going to be helping Hank out with the team for a little bit, and
Is
I was
his
wondering
sister.
if Dylan might want to play.
It's just step.
I mean, Lord knows we could use him.
I don't know. Why don't you try asking him?
Because I don't speak hand
Sign language.
or that.
He can read lips. And I can teach you some sign language if you want it.
That sounds fun. Put me on your roster. Although I have been told I am dumber than a bucket full of hammers, so until that point, I might need your help coaching him.
Coaching? You mean it?
Yeah. Better together, right? You gotta do it 3 times like this.
I'm playing.
1, 2, 3, and then. Yeah. Oh, shoot, I am so late. I gotta go see Coach.
Well, then let's go.
Now we going on to this dude's side. I don't
This
even
final
know his
preseason
name.
game always interesting. Guys fighting for those final few roster spots, and here comes Devin Wade. One last chance
Devin
to make a
Wade.
lasting impression.
And he has to get that playing time tonight. And let's face it, this is where we are. Guys on the bubble trying to make the team, and there are a bunch of guys who are not going to make the team, but they're playing hoping someone will see them on film and pick them up if they get cut. So it's a huge night for Devin Wade. No matter what his playing time is, he has to impress.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Just
It's a
why would
loss
I
of
run?
10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. Excellent throw that time by Wade, and maybe an even better catch on the other end.
I do believe you and I saw the exact same thing. Devin got the play call in, ran it to perfection.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So Wade gets hit, knocked to the ground. That sack backs him up a bit.
Yeah, got a little bit better pocket presence, but let's face it, he's going to do everything possible to take care of the football, take the sack, rather than throw the ball downfield.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Devin drops back. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, taking that sack certainly better than an interception, but probably not what the coaches want to see.
I think you're right about that. Ultimately, it doesn't help his chances because he wasn't productive as he needed to be. Has to have situational awareness on each and every snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Why am I running?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might not review mirrors at times.
It
Because
just wants me to
you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, you might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this.
Devin will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the drive off to a bad start after that sack.
I can hear it now. I can hear Earl Coates putting him back on the board and saying, when you see pressure like that, you've got to recognize it and know exactly where to go with the ball. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A completed pass, but unable to pick up the first. You talk about it all the time, Charles. Situational awareness. Devin probably couldn't have done that. 360. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. One thing that has had social media on fire as of late is the rumor that Antonio Brown might be traded. What do you make of that?
Well, initially, I just don't buy it. That's not what Pittsburgh does. They don't give up talents like Antonio Brown. But we have seen strange things happen in the NFL, so we'll just have to wait and see.
And a lot of credible sources have put their name behind these rumors. We'll see, indeed. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Wade to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Let's go back to that Antonio Brown trade talk. Let's say he does get traded, Charles. I'm curious, what team do you think is the best fit for him?
Well, New England's always an interesting spot. Guys always flourish when they go there. What about Green Bay? Be able to go there and play with Aaron Rodgers. But I'm going to tell you, the surprise team, Houston. I'm hearing rumors that they're all in. Want to give Deshaun Watson as many weapons as possible? How about DeAndre Hopkins and Antonio Brown?
Yeah, that offense could score some points. Back to throw. Wade.
No!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I know we're watching every drive of Devin Wade with just extra scrutiny, but does this hurt his chances here? Throwing to start the drive. Wade. Wide open receiver, complete. 13 yards on the game's opening play. But, Charles, I want to fit in a discussion you and I had off air earlier. Devin Wade, so many people talking about him. How does he compare, though, to RG3 and what they've got in this system right now?
Well, let's just kind of go to the pro-cons list, right? You know, you sit down, you make out your list on paper. Let's start with RG3. He's kind of a been there, done that type of a quarterback, but totally unfulfilled. Remember how he hit the league? I mean, he was a bomb. They go to the playoffs when he's in Washington. He shows off all the skills. Big arm, legs, exciting, galvanizes a team. But then he can't stay healthy. Continuing to try and make it back. Here's his opportunity again, this time with the Cowboys. For Devin Wade, it washed out in college. The potential's always been there. Now he's come through the hard way, through the long shot show. So you know that he is mentally tough now because he's been through the fire. Both of them have something to prove. Both of them will lay it on the line in order to...
Oh, interception. What? Devin Wade throws the pick, not the way he wanted to end this drive. Every mistake for Devin Wade is going to be analyzed.
No, this time I'll get out. Sorry, guys.
Throwing to start the drive. Wade. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It's intercepted, and that'll be the end of this drive. Well, CD taking a peek at some of the injuries from around the league in Week 7. We did have a few. Quan Alexander on the Bucs defense. 1st and 10. Devin Wade back to pass. Being chased out left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. Starting the drive off there with a bit of a bang, a first down.
Yeah, he definitely wants to seize the opportunity. It's like pick up hoops. If you keep winning, you stay on the court, right? Keep completing passes, you stay on the field.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Looking to throw.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Nice little drive, Charles, put together there by Devin Wade. You got to think that that will help his cause. And remember, in this game, he's likely to get a couple more drives, unlike the first 2 preseason games.
If he can make a strong impression in this one, Perhaps the Turk won't visit his room on cutdown day and tell him that he hasn't made the squad. He's trying his best to earn his spot.
So Devin Wade about to begin his second series. Take us inside his mind right now. What do you think is going on? Do you have any advice for what he can do here?
I'm going to give you some of that tried and true advice that sounds a little trite, but it's something he has to exploit. And that is just take what the defense gives you right now. Use your legs when necessary to break off bigger chunks when you get comfortable. But just go ahead, make it easy for yourself. Look good doing it.
Throwing to start the drive. Wade. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to throw. Wade. His throw incomplete. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And it's complete to Flavors over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the second drive for Devin Wade in this game, Charles, ends in disappointment. You can see the disappointment in his face. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wade. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw. Wade. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
3rd and a bit here for Devin. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Why
am I? Will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said.
No.
Intercepted. Not a great decision.
Nah, I ain't doing this.